Hey everyone, I'm Garrison and welcome back to the channel, and today finally I'll be doing my first listen / full-on review to Drippin's third mini album called Villain. Now I know it's been like 4-ish months since the release of this mini album and their spectacular title track called Villain, which by the way ended up being one of my top favorite title tracks by them to date. Seriously, from the execution of the song in their live stages to the replay value in the song, truly such a goated title track. But I'm really curious, how are the B-sides gonna play out in this third mini album? I mean, I covered their debut first mini album into their second mini album, and I always found that track that gravitated to me the most in terms of a B-side, and more than thoroughly enjoyed the other B-sides tied along to those mini albums as well, and then Free Pass, the B-sides on that single album. But aside from that, let's just get into this album review now. Alright, so the first track we have here is 7 Villas with a Z on the end, and it is the intro track to this third mini album. But what I find interesting when it comes to this intro track, I'm seeing talk of new type on this intro track, and usually I see the same people who did the title track are on the intro track to really keep that consistency that I talk a lot about in my album reviews. But nonetheless, if you guys are familiar, I've covered talk quite a bit on this channel, especially when it comes down to in-house Woolham artists and such. And if you guys are not familiar with talk has been a part of huge songs. I mean, has taken part on the likes of Superhuman by NCT 127, Twinkle by Lovelyz, Think of You by From Is 9. A lot of my favorite songs out there pretty much. But with that being said, let's get it. Okay. Oh. I'm the villain. Really love. Oh, there's a snare work. But really love the electronic work in this in terms of those kind of elements. Good amount of wubs and dubs, you feel me? And it has that same kind of grit and feel similar to the title track Villain, of course. Wow, quite the intro track too, as it is 1 minute and 14 seconds as I can see here, and I feel like it's totally fitting, even though it's talk of new type on this intro track instead. And I feel like Drippin can totally perform their title track Villain with 7 Villas as the intro and such so well if they haven't done that yet on the stage yet. But hey, let's just keep this album review going, and yeah, let's just get into the next track now. So this next song is called Switch, and I'm seeing my man's Talk and Corbin of New Type all over this, composing, lyrics, arrangement wise. We love to see it, but let's go. Oh, just how it started like that. Love the bass work in this. Woo. Okay, to know. Oh! But guys, I really love the vocal delivery in this. Just how this was vocal directed. Wow! I just love how it feels so snappy with it due to the vocal delivery that sticks so well with the overall soundscape of the song. Ooh.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Oh yeah. And Alex. But man, Yun Song do be shining a lot in this song, and I love it. Yeah. And then, yeah, Yun Song. Wow, now that I'm seeing these lyrics on my screen here, it just works so well. Oh, what is? Yeah, that bass is gnarly. Okay. Wow, yup. Yeah, admittedly the lyrics are quite wild with it per se, but everything works together, right? How this song was arranged, the overall song structure of it, into the vocal delivery and the bit of like voice box work behind their voices, not too heavily turned up in terms of that voice box work, but ever so slightly on the ends of the lines to make it feel more electrifying per se. I think that's the right word. Usually that's the word, my go-to word when it's hard to describe, to find that word right off the bat in my mind when songs just overtake you with the synths and the electronic elements going on, whether they're using a vocoder or a voice box in any respective song. But right from the first note of this song, it was like, wow, it woke me up today. Truly, it's a really pick me up type of song, and the energy, it just takes you, you know, it's so infectious and it makes you just want to groove along to it, have fun with it. And arrangement wise though, I really digged the verses. I think the verses in this song are well detailed. The bridge really caught me off by surprise, but I really loved how they used the post-chorus and like prolonged it a bit with the ad-lib work to use it as an outro at the end of this song. Brilliant work by Tak and Corbin working behind the scenes with Drippin, and I'm sure they did the vocal directing in this one. If not them, someone else who did the vocal directing did a phenomenal job, because everything works in unison, okay? What Tak and Corbin has done, laid out in terms of the lyrics, but also arrangement-wise and the composition of it, but then the vocal delivery, and then that verse too that we're gonna have to go through again. So yeah, let's just go through it again right away, guys. From the beginning. See what I'm saying? Like right away, it's that feeling of like turning a switch on, like something's powering up, like some machine you just turned on, which is really cool. It provides that feeling, that healing for sure. But yeah, that bass to these very futuristic electronic or synths. Yeah, so man, this part simply with Juno into Myun's song, right? How they complement each other in this is absolutely phenomenal. How like they keep on taking it up a notch, taking it up a notch. Very angelic with it in terms of the delivery. And then we got our boy Mincio. Love the kicks in this as well. That is so cool. Like, from whether it's the light on its feet delivery to more so light on its feet delivery that is more so done in a rapid fashion. It's so addictive, you know, the delivery, right? It's not like the hooks are addictive in this song. It's more so the delivery and then the certain moments in this song that really catch you by surprise. Changuk, I tell you guys time and time again, really love my man's Changuk. But notice here at the very end of the lines, ever so slightly, especially with Hyup. Yeah, it's that like vocoder or vocal effect work going on at the end of these lines. Even there, the on part.
1, 2, 3. 가려진 공간에 빈틈 사이 사라진
Donghyun, man, my man's Donghyun, really killing this verse too. Really, one of my favorite parts in the song.
2, 3. 가려진 공간에
They just like bring everything back, and it's only Donghyun himself, and his intonation is insane, like truly. Oh man, I told you guys time and time again, the rap line in Drippin don't disappoint at all. Like, they go crazy with it. You don't know what, that's the thing, you don't know what approach they're gonna take in their songs, whether it's light with it or aggressive with it.
1, 2, 3. 가려진 공간에 빈틈 사이
Now the hi-hats are introduced.
사라진 시간에 오차 따윈
Very wavy synthesizer work.
먼저 가서 기다렸던 손
And we got a bit of Alex there, which I dig.
점점 다가오듯 선명히
Then we get even more Alex here.
뭔가 이끌리듯 달려가 feel so automatic
Feels so automatic. Really love how it's not like automatic, but more so automatic. See, that's where I emphasize. This is why I emphasize a lot when it comes to syllables and lines, especially in title tracks. It's always on the top of my mind, that one song from As One, like La Vie en Rose, La Vie en Rose. You know, they're not like La Vie en Rose. There's a certain amount of syllables are integrated in songs to provide that really easy flowing kind of delivery, or whatever kind of vocal delivery or line presentation when it comes to songs. You feel me? It's just like some things have to be done in a certain way to make it feel more so catchy or addictive, or make things flow, usually to make things flow and sound right. You know, if it's like, oh, it feels like there's too many words in this line, or you know, there's too little amount of syllables going on in a line. You feel me? I just noticed the snapping, this very sleek kind of snapping going on. Wow, that bass guitar work, absolutely phenomenal. It provides a nice rhythm, you know, it provides a nice bass line in the song in this moment. Ooh, a little bit of background vocal work as well to provide that more of that build-up feel. That ooh going out. And then that bass guitar feels more apparent, or that rhythm guitar. I'm feeling more of that bass guitar. But in here, the combo in with yup, and then no wonder why they performed the song. And essentially, that post-chorus used as an outro that's prolonged to really wrap up the song. Brilliant song. I would say, honestly, I would go as far as saying, hey, this is one of my top favorite B-sides from Drippin. No joke. Even after only 2 listens of this song, this is seriously one of my top favorite B-sides from Drippin to date. But with that being said, let's just get into the next B-side now. So this next B-side is called Shy. Now, I'm seeing a huge familiar name on this, and that's Kyler Nico. If you guys are not familiar with Kyler Nico has worked with the likes of EXO, with the likes of LE SSERAFIM's title track, Fearless, Mago by G-Friend, Love Killa by Monsta X, and the list truly goes on. And that got me curious, what route are we gonna take with this? Because Kyler Nico has been part of other songs such as All Night by Astro, one of my top favorite songs from Astro. But let's just get into Shy now. Ooh, the strumming of the guitar here. Nice tinging of that percussion work of some sort. Ooh. It's adorable right off the bat, I gotta admit. Juno! Guys, seriously, this song is making me, like, soft right now. Feel soft. Love the claps here. Whether it's that triangle or some sort of percussion. Ooh. Beautiful lyrics tied along to this as well. Shy, shy. Ooh, the drums? Alex? Ooh. I love that bass there. Okay. 808 claps. With some snapping. Wow, this song is truly like literally inhaling fresh air. That feeling. Very light with it. Adorable yet super sweet. Oh, this bridge though. Okay, Donghyun. Man, this song is so easy to listen to, and I love how it just has that characteristic to it. Exactly. Okay. Why? Oh, some vocal work overlay on this outro. It has to be a triangle or something like that. And then the chimes. Wow, what a song, guys. Shy. It slots it right underneath there from the previous B-side, but it's beautiful in its own way. And turns out they also performed Shy as well. I can't even imagine how the choreo, if there is any choreo tied along to it, is gonna go. Because the thing with Shy is, sure, you could be misled, you know, the first couple of seconds, but it's not your typical sweet, cutesy type of song. Yet the lyrics are super cute, admittedly, but I feel like this song is just a breath of fresh air, very light with it, sweet, yet adorable and cute, like all in one, you know? It's not exactly one thing, like one kind of feeling, you know? It has a bit of everything to it, and a little bit of rap, you know? Admittedly, when it comes to these songs, you don't need necessarily rap, but it fits in this a lot. It works, it sticks, and it's a great switch up per se, that how it's done like that in the second verse of this song. And then not only to top that, the outro to this song was beautiful, you know, spelling Shy, S to the H, you know, why? It lingers. It provides that positive, like, lingering feeling that it's in your mind, and it really wraps up the song so beautifully. So, let me see. Wait. Let's see who exactly took part in terms of the lyrics. Okay, a singing Beetle. Okay, not familiar in terms of the lyricist, but credits to them, you know, they did a great job in terms of the lyrics. So let's just dive back into this. Okay, so what I'm sensing here, guys, is the strumming of this rhythm guitar or something, bum 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 bum, and then what you're essentially hearing is the tinging, some sort of triangle or percussion instrument. I'm leaning more towards triangle because it's very similar in terms of that sound it's emitting. And then every once in a while, there's the light tapping of the cowbell, which I dig a lot. I have not heard in a long time a combination of those percussion instruments, a triangle and the cowbell, but done so lightly in this way ever before, in terms of how lightly it's done in that way. But I have heard that kind of combination, just not like this, right? In the intro part of this song. shy. Shy, shy, shy. And is it just me? I just feel like with the previous song and now this song, Shy, these tracks really have a really common theme to it, but showing like a different side of things, talking about a significant other one and what they do to you and such. I feel like that's the case. Girl, you know, even though you're shy, how do you see me every time when I'm nervous? Yeah, the moment when we met, my my heart's trembling, and then okay, Alex. And yes, Mincio. I love Mincio's part in this song. Shy, shy, shy. And then Alex, he just turns it up like that with it. Yeah, how he jumps onto the track like that, so cool with it. Boom, boom. Like this bass that's booming ever so lightly, so good. Love this doubling effect, whether it's Dongyun and another member or it's Dongyun and him himself with this doubling effect, his own voice just doubled like that. It's very impactful, right? Man, the vocal techniques that they use here, so effortlessly, adds to the song so much. And this is what I love, you know, this is what I look in a song. I'm like, okay, sure, you know, maybe I've heard a song go really that sweet, cutesy route, but it's just a matter of how the members in that respective group or soloist really approaches the song and the flow and kind of delivery and the approach and all. And of course, if the lyrics are not like ever so typical, and I feel like the lyrics in this song, they stick. It works. Every time when I say stick, guys, by the way, I'm trying to say it cleanly works. It works with everything in conjunction, what's being done in the song. And yeah, it's not like they're talking about cotton candy, bubble gum, you know, or my love is so sweet, but just being like very straightforward, like, hey, I'm shy, and every time we cross eyes, it's that trembling of the heart, that feeling, the pounding of the heart feeling. But tell me now, Dongyun, with the snare drums here. Yeah, Mincio's voice and Janguk, very fitting for this track. Shy, shy. Very creative with this outro, I got to say, from the lyricist. Provides that sing-alongable factor. and ending it off with the chimes there. Brilliant, brilliant. But let's just get into the next B-side now. So this next song is called Delusion. Now I'm seeing, holy moly, a Mono Tree on this and Big U. I'm actually not familiar of the two, but I'll make sure to familiarize myself with them after this whole album review. But let's go. Whoa! Just from the start of this song, I feel like I'm so entranced. Like, ooh. Ooh. Where's this going though? Okay. A snare work. Oh. Yeah. Wow. Love the horn work in this that's being overlaid. Ticking to the clock. Oh. Love the epic drums in this moment. This refrain though, very creative with the lyrics. But this, from the synth work to the hi-hats, the snares, but the vocal delivery in this is out of this world. But every time with that drop with the horns, it has this very, how should I put it? Emotional. This bridge, like emotional, captivating feeling. Okay, I feel it coming. Yup. Oh. Wow. I don't know what to say, guys. Okay, it's hard to say it upon first listen, but Delusion? I feel like this song should be promoted. Am I the only one on this boat that's feeling this? Because Delusion, I feel like, really utilizes their talents so well. And just the quality, the richness and sound this song has, and the route that it takes with it. It's literally one of my favorite songs in general from Drippin, hands down upon first listen. Like, such as the refrain, it's like, I can't regret it, and then, actually, let me bring it back. Like, obviously, we're gonna go through a second listen of it. It's like, I can't regret it, but how these lines really connect with each other with I can't regret it, and even here with where is it? Right here. Hold. I can't replay it even if I repeat it. Wow. These lines really connect, and the more and more, I swear guys, if you like dive into lyrics of this, of course sometimes there's lost in translation when it comes to translations of lyrics for any song. It says right here, this pain which makes me breathless, baby, I don't want to be drowned. Like, the sorrowness that can be felt from their voices, it hits you. And I said this time and time again, like, all of the artists who were under Woollim or are still under Woollim, when a song that's provided like this to them in a way that it sets them up so well, not only in terms of lyrics, but like composition wise, that respective like Woollim artist or soloist or a member of a group is able to convey emotion in a way that the song should be conveyed. You know what I'm trying to say here? Like, sort of in a storytelling kind of fashion, like all that pain or what kind of emotion that's set in the song. And the way that Drippin does that really reminds me of the time where I'm like, wow, when Golden Child first like took it up a notch and started to mature their sound, and I'm like, wow, there's just something so magical about this respective Golden Child song, or this song Delusion here by Drippin, or a song by Lovelyz, Infinite, like the list goes on. There's just that song, there's always that song from them that has that emotional, captivating feeling that draws you in. And I've emphasized this a lot across my reviews, my MV reviews and album reviews. You have a good song, you know, that's great. But if you have lyrics that take it up a notch, that's amazing. But if you yourself takes it up all the way up here when it comes to emotion, you have a masterpiece. And literally, Delusion is that song that is such a masterpiece, guys. Like, it sucks that not that many people are gonna come across this song because it is a B-side, but all in all, the song really cuts. It just cuts so much. And right out of the gate, I got to say, like, Switch and Delusion, hands down my favorite B-sides, and dare I say, the favorite track in general by Drippin. Like, it's up there. It could be title track, it could be villain, Delusion, or etc. But this song is out of this world. It's one of a kind, and we gotta go through a second listen. There's a lot to break down here, guys. There is truly a lot to break down, so let's just get back into it. We need these guys, like these individuals that took part on this song, to literally do another song with Drippin again, or any other Woollim artist, the matter of fact, because wow. I just love how let me try to identify what's going on instrument wise or element. Sort of like striking of the clock, some distortion at the start. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, so there's a good amount of orchestral instruments. I'm feeling like a synth string or a string that's very done in the most condescending kind of manner at the start here. Dun 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 dun. Wow. Just the emphasis at the start from Hyup himself right here. I can't replay it. Oh, wow. I really am sort of getting, though, what they're putting out in terms of the message. These, like, very somewhat aggressive, ooh, I gotta sense this. Has to be strings or something going on there that's slightly aggressive, not too aggressive with it. Love the hi-hat work in this as well. Wow, I'm telling you, at the start of these lines by all the members, it just leaves me so speechless. The build up with the hi-hats, the snare drums, you know what I'm saying? And then the drop. Wow. Okay, hold up. So with the initial drop, there's those horns that are overlaid, not too aggressive with it, so we could focus on Jinho here. So yeah. Really love the echoing, you know, the vocal layering done in this, and the overall mix of this song is spectacular. Yeah, but from the kicks and the snares, the bass work, the vocal delivery, nothing was left out in this, guys. Ticking of the clock. Brilliant transition, by the way, the ticking of the clock into Donghyun of verse 2 here. So he says, it's the way I light up. I didn't know how better. My clumsy self had captured you inside. And these epic drums or timpani drums being played. That's what I'm saying. Good amount of orchestral instruments in this. Drippin. And it's like almost very haunting. It's very sinister with the Drippin, with the vocal effect behind Alex at the very end of this line. But all in all, that snare work, you know, to the drum kit work, very rudimental with it, which I love a lot. But yeah, this is essentially the refrain. I can't regret it. But yeah, everything that I'm hearing, I can already sense a lot of replay value in this song. How he goes down the scale, scales it back up. Guys, I feel so torn, truly, because this, over time, this could be just literally my favorite track by them, like, period. Man, Jungkook, this full English line here, but she did not come closer. I can read no more again. You could sense that emotion in the delivery in this part from Jungkook as well, and just that almost that desperation kind of feeling, a reach out for another hand or a help. The build up. There's the horns again. And just the background vocals in the back there that are quite muted with it makes the song feel more distant per se. It adds so much to the song, truly. And how it just ends like that, guys. Wow, Delusion. So glad that I finally took the time to do this album review, because so far, none of these tracks and B-sides are missing for me, truly, guys. But let's just get into the next one now. So this final song is called Remember, and I'm seeing Jin Lee and Glory Face from Full Bloom all over this song. We love to see it. I've covered Full Bloom, the team, quite extensively throughout my album reviews, I've got to say, for many artists, as well as I think for Golden Child in the past for one track or so. But let's just get into Remember now. A little snapping here. But so far, yeah. So far taking the house route with it. Love the horns, and actually the trap percussion in this as well so far. Woo. Yenzong. Oh. Where's this going though? That like keyboard or piano work. Wow. Love the tempo to this song. Just how easygoing it is. Okay, Alex. I liked how some of these lines are dragged out as well. Oh. Yeah, definitely some like keyboard chords going through in the song. Just build up with snares. And definitely. I'm gonna have to listen to this more to really identify it. Build up with the drum kit, the snare drums. Ooh. Like this, oh, chanting going on. Oh. Not gonna lie, guys. It's really surprising to hear something in this year like this in 2022, like taking the house route, but like adding in trap influences, like trap percussion in it, like trap house, pretty much, and not overdoing it. I'm glad that it's not overdone like that, because these days we don't really hear much like house-based songs. I mean, we heard tropical house actually like once as a title track earlier this year for Illy 1, from the time of recording this, obviously, as well as regular deep house tracks as well, not necessarily title tracks. But remember here, I dig this a lot, even though the overall arrangement to this is pretty standard. I really dig the outro to this song, and all in all, yeah, I love how it's easy to listen to, just really easy going like ride type of song, and the tempo to it really works, but how the ends of the lines are dragged, not even ever so slightly, just straight up dragged in this. But all in all, very beautiful song, and I love all the vibes in the entirety of this song, truly. But if only the one thing though, I feel like with this song, I wish I was able, like, obviously I have the lyrics in front of me. I've said that time and time again with my album reviews, but I wish there were more moments where I could truly identify, you know, who's coming out. I don't know if it's that, if I'm twisting it, whether I'm still, you know, familiarizing with Drippin, of course I'm still am, or it's just that, you know, there are some moments where I feel like it's either coming from the mixing and mastering side of the song, or like the composition that like sort of, you know, fades one of the members so much into the song. You know what I'm trying to say? But that's just like a very small detail. But remember, really good track, and we'll just dive back into a second listen before we wrap things up, and I'll point things out that I truly love. But yeah, I really dig the snapping. Yeah, I was not mistaken, right? Because later on, I'm like, is this it? But yeah, definitely utilizing the flute in this. Which tends to be used in house quite a bit, or a lot in tropical house. Really love the beginning here. If it's in a song, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Just all in all, really sweet song, easy going, has a great amount of hi-hat work. But then this, oh, I really loved this underlining. Yeah, this kind of underlining guitar work there adds so much to the song, truly. Love, all in all, the keyboard chords in this. That adds in the pre-chorus. Yeah, but upon first and second listen, especially when it comes to the moments in this song and how the lyrics that are done in this, very memorable, very memorable. But yeah, I think the outro and verse 1 and verse 2 are my favorite parts in the song, guys. A little doubling there, emphasis. Some electronic drums in this, of course. And then as we pick it up here, see what I'm saying? And then it's like this, it's just dragged like that. Yeah, it's that echoey effect that's added on. The yeah and the alrights. And then there's this like some, I don't know, it sounds like a stadium, like almost chanting. Which is interesting, I gotta say. Oh, and then the oh chanting. Which is why I truly dig the outro. Remember. But yeah, guys, to wrap up this song, let's go from the beginning, the intro track, 7 Villas. Like I said, even though, you know, talk of new type on there instead of like aiming and everyone really compliments that the intro really complements Villain so well that it could be performed if it hasn't been performed with Villain. But once we got into Switch, wow, the right from the get-go, I just immediately vibed with the song and thought, okay, so far this is my favorite song. Then we went into Delusion that I didn't know, you know, of course I wouldn't know prior to this, but upon first listen became one of my, or I should say the favorite #1 B-side from them to date, and if not that, possibly over time my favorite song in general by Drippin. Just having so much emotional impact and really cutting it deep even more with the lyrics tied along to that. And the overall composition and arrangement and soundscape to the song, all things were considered, every single detail that I was talking about in that song. And then Shy, very sweet, yet easy to listen to, a breath of fresh air, so soothing, and it almost provides them nostalgic feels, you know what I'm saying? And it's not too overly done or full blown, and I really appreciate how it's not like that, not too super cutesy and sweet, but just the right amount. And yeah, from what I saw, Switch, Shy, tackling 2 different sides of a significant other one, I believe. And then when we had, what was it? Yes, we ended off with Remember. Okay, so I just brought up the track listing now. Yeah, so yeah, it's Shy, then Delusion, and then Remember, right? Okay, so we wrapped it off with Remember here, taking the trap house route per se with it. I could totally feel it right from the start, house, and then the trap percussion added in there, and gotta give it to Jinri and Glory Face of Full Bloom for that. But if anything I've learned from here today is, wow, this is another mini album that tops, you know, how should I say this? Drippin has topped themselves. I'm trying to find my words because I was that blown away from this album review. From doing this album review, it's that Drippin topped themselves completely with this third mini album, and including their title track, I feel like. And they just keep on doing that, you know, ever since debut, and then the second mini album, and now with the third mini album, this is like a 10 out of 10 for me. Like, this is a truly masterpiece of an album where the intro track is good amount of length, it complements the title track, yet the title track is so spectacular in its own way. Then we have Switch more so taking that pop dance track route. Really digged Tak and Corbin for doing the whole thing for that. And then Shy, more so sweet with it. It goes to show you how versatile Drippin can be. It's just the matter of how things are done at Woolham and how everything's distributed and what's given to them. Because I feel like if you give them all the tools they'll need, they'll succeed even more and more. And I really hope we get a title track like Delusion, in terms of the emotional factor that I was talking about, and in terms of lyrics as well, in a title track in the future. Because Delusion, I could even see a concept, a comeback concept as a title track for it, and I could see it totally be performed because it was just that good. So you gotta give it, was it like Kimgyu and Holy Moly from Mono Tree. It's my first time ever hearing a track that has Holy Moly from Mono Tree on it, actually, because I've covered a lot of individuals from Mono Tree doing other songs. But Delusion, yeah, so all in all, I think Villain stays there, but I want to talk about more so B-sides. So hands down, Delusion is my favorite. And then I would go Switch, Shy, and Remember. Let me know, guys, of your sort of ranking of B-sides in the comment section down below and why. And hopefully you enjoyed this. Please let me know if you ended up enjoying this, or some points made in my album review to Drippin's third mini album, Villain, like truly resonated with you and such. But as always, have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, wherever you are. Be sure to like, share, maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much. This one is my connecting with y'all about Drippin's third mini album and Drippin in general. And this has been Garrison, as always, and peace.